gotta shut the cell off because the iPhone don't got a jet mode.
Coach, we've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. 8. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Nickel. Check 4. 8.
Newton on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Great. Check 45. I'm coming after you. 8.
From the gun, here's Newton. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That is caught by Cohen. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO, and he completes it to Cohen. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10.
He's checking. Hey, turn it up. Back.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
Here we go. Here we go.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Check Mike 6. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Switch. Out.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 21 yards there on third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Murray going to lead his guys up first and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray going to lead his guys up first and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Slam. No. Off.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mike 6. I'm trying to collect.
First down, Murray. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Check your hot read. Check. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. I don't think you got it.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Wide, get wide. Hey, check Mike 6.
Murray with a third and long. The catch made by Miller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's another Bears first down.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go!
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's top 20. Hey, you got 3 down.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Oh, and now some space to operate. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw left side complete. It's Pope. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Safe. Check.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Watch the curve.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check. Go,
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance class.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games. Under pressure, they got him again. Damon Harrison in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, check Mike. Go. Check. Mike 6. Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray got his man complete over the middle. That's Pope. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Murray now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
It's 2nd and inches at the Eagles' 42-yard line.
On 2nd and inches, Murray And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Check nine, check nine. Begin. Screen. Check.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. Going deep this time for Miller. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Newton. Going up top for Miller. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Newton. Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And an alley to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Buddy up. Line 6. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Here's Pope. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Mike 6. Hey, check Mike 6.
Here's Murray. And he's got Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Sets up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. On 1st and 10, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Again, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
like this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Murray now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Hey, let's get this,
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this?
To fully commit to playing the clock game, yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From just shy of midfield, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
20. 52. I got it.
They snap it to Newton. That's to his running back, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Gun.
Newton now to throw. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Newton now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Check back, Mike 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Check 13.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. It's complete to Robinson. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brings up 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 6. Ready? Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. We want this.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, Held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Just like that.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Hopkins with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. Oh, good move.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Murray going to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready? Step ready. We own them. We own them. Great. 45. Mike, 45. I'm going to come back. Gun. I'm going to ball try. Check 50.
Throwing here, Newton. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike 6. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, Mike 6. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Hey, check Mike, check Mike.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line. Short. Check 99, check 99. Hey, watch Sam. Check, Mike. Mike, 54. That's right. Yeah, I got you. Mike's 50, go. Mike's 54. Let's go. Mike's 5-4.
First down, Murray. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
What are y'all? 54, right there. 54, Mike. You're trash. Yeah. Go now. 54's Mike.
Murray now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Man, that's trash.
Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another